Now let's start a new chapter, that is chapter number 19, lines and angles. Now there are some definition. Let's start. First one is point. Now a point is represented by a small dot made by a sharp pencil, and it depicts the exact position of an object. So here you can see that there is a point, right? Now point shows an exact position of an object, right? So that we can say that it has no length, breadth or height. Now here you can see a point A. We read this a point A. Now normally we are speaking a dot, but in mathematical language we speak them a point A, right? Now let's do next one. Next one is line. Now here you can see that I drawn two lines. Now we speak them line L, and here you can speak them line AB, right? And symbolically we can write like this. Now what is the meaning of line? Now here you can see that there are two arrows, right? That means from both the direction we can extend a line from this side and this side also. So we can speak them, there will be no starting point and there will be no ending point, right? And so we can speak there is no definite length, right? So three things you will keep in mind. First one is we can extend from both the direction. Secondly, you will keep in mind that there will be no starting point and there will be no ending point. And third one is there is no definite length. Done. Now next one is line segment. Now line segment is nothing but a part of a line. Now here you can see that I have drawn this line segment PQ, and symbolically we write like this. Okay. Now here you can see that there is this one point P and there is a one point Q. So here there are no arrows. That means it cannot be extended from both the direction, right? So we can speak them. Okay, there is a one starting point, there is a one ending point, and there is a starting and ending both the points. So there is a definite length. Okay, here there is no definite length, and here there is a definite length. Done. Now fourth one is ray. Now here you can see that there is a one point R and secondly point S. Now here you can see arrow. That means from this direction we can extend, right? So in a ray you will get one point. From that point you can extend, right? So in a ray there will be starting point, and from this direction we can extend, right? Here you can see that from this direction we can extend, and there is a one starting point, right? So this one is ray, a part of a line which extend indefinitely in only one direction. We can just extend from the one direction only, then it is called ray. Understood? Next one is intersecting line. Now here you can see that there are two lines, line AB and line CD. Now line AB and line CD are crossing each other at this point. Then it is called intersecting line, right? Next one is parallel line. Now here you can see these parallel lines. Now here is line PQ, second one is line XY. Now PQ line and line XY are going straight, and both lines will not crossing each other at any point if it is extended, right? So if it is extended, there will be no crossing at each other. So it is called parallel line. Here you can see the symbol of parallel line. We can read like this: line PQ is parallel to line XY. Done? Now you can parallel. There is one example of parallel line like railway tracks. Now tracks will not crossing each other at any point. So it is an example of parallel line. Now next one is perpendicular lines. Now here there are two lines, line L and line M. Now line L and M are crossing each other at this point at an angle of 90 degree. Now you can see that there is one angle formed by these two lines. So if two lines are crossing each other at an angle of 90 degree, then it is called perpendicular line, right? So next one is collinear point and non-collinear points. Now simply collinear point means in one line if there are 3 or more than 3 points lies on the same line, then it is called collinear points. Now here in this figure you can see that in one line there are only 2 points, y and x. In this line there are 2 points, x and z. So if 3 points are not lying on the same line, then it is called non-collinear point. Now next one is open and closed figure. Now here you can see that these figures are open figure. Now there is a starting point here, there is an ending point. So starting and ending point are not the same and all sides are not pegged here, right? So this is the example of open figure. Nextly, you can see these figures. Now here suppose this one is starting point, then from this it will be same ending point, right? And here all the sides are pegged, so it is the example of closed figure. Okay. Now all these definition that I explained earlier, you all write this definition 2 times in your notebook. Okay.